Welcome to Tea for Lunch, a weekly show powered by Arcade.
Each week, we'll serve you the top stories we're following in the world of social media, celebrity, and tech in 15 minutes or less. You can catch the show live on Instagram every Thursday at around 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or you can catch the replay on all podcast providers and YouTube. This week, for the first episode of the year, we're your hosts. I'm Mitzi, and you are?
Michael
Payne.
It's me.
We're back.
Yeah.
It was a little clunky getting here, but we're getting in the swing of things.
We didn't have that much muscle memory from this. It was like, what button do we press
Speak
again?
for yourself.
What episode number is this?
I did that whole intro without reading it, so I'm back.
All right, you're back. Back in business. It's that blazer. It's working hard for you right now.
It is. Honestly, I need it today. I need all of the power suit energy I can get because it's a big day.
I feel like you went for fashion, I went for function. What a pair.
That's why we're a good combo.
Usually I'm fashion too.
Yeah,
I'm a different kind of fashion.
Yeah, you're a different kind of fashion.
I'm a comfort creator.
We were very similar fashion-wise, very similar types of dress. But
you think so?
We are this way. We're really swerving.
You think we were similar?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
You don't?
No.
I feel like we were similar. You were very hype beast, and I was hype bae.
No, you weren't.
I tried.
And no, I wasn't.
You were. Anyways.
I take exception to that.
So first episode of the year, do you have any resolutions you want to share with the class?
No.
Do you have any resolutions at all?
I have lots of ways that I want to grow and evolve this year, but I don't know. I just got tired of resolutions personally.
Yeah, you're a plan man. I'm a
man of action.
You are, which I really appreciate.
I always be resoluting, not just in January.
Totally. Yeah. And that's my energy too, but I do have some resolutions. I love making resolutions. I love a fresh start, whether it's in to me, fresh starts in the fall around my birthday in September or in the new year, New Year's Eve. So I've got a list of some, which I'm excited about.
Some things I've been working on for a while is improving my gut health.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a stressful industry.
Yes.
And gut has been a problem for me. But it has improved.
Yes.
So I'm glad to say that. And I've been slowly eradicating alcohol from my life.
Yeah.
And feeling fantastic about it.
Yeah.
And I am also going to read more this year because I think you've been modeling the way of how that has been good even for just winding down at bedtime.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty realistic goal. I just want to read one book a month.
I'm reading a crazy book right now. It's
Is it crazy?
Yes, it's crazy. It's about Peter Pan. Stay with me. It's a fantasy fiction, which I would never normally read, and it's wild. But yeah, I'm into reading this
I'm here
year.
for fantasy fiction.
Yeah.
And I actually liked Peter Pan growing up, so
you'll hate this book.
I'm not going to read it.
Don't read it.
I'm just saying, I liked Peter Pan growing up.
Yeah, cool. That's a cool fact about you.
I liked a lot of Disney and that kind of stuff,
Yeah, tell me more. Which other Disney movies do you like?
I like Aladdin. I like The Lion King. Those are the best ones, I think. Harrison, what's your favorite?
Fantasia 2000.
Never seen it. Actually, yeah, I have. Yeah,
I have seen that.
I was that was scary to me when I was a kid. I was frightened.
Frightened by it? It was a scary movie.
It was just so intense.
I remember going to the movie theaters to see Lion King, and we had to leave because my brother was too scared and was crying too loud. No, it was Jumanji. What a good movie that is. There's a few older movies that I just can't wait. I need to make a list on my phone. I can't wait to share with our kids, Mrs. Doubtfire, which I don't think aged well. But also School of Rock. That's such a good movie.
Classic.
And I don't know. I had a list of, sometimes I think about them. But anyways.
Sometimes I
we have way more interesting things to talk about on this episode, so I hope you're still here. So let's get into it.
Trend report, though.
Oh my gosh, yes, trend report. Before you go, before you turn this off, which you shouldn't because we have really good stories. But we do want to talk about our trend report, which is coming out next Tuesday. It is so good. And I say that as objectively as I can. because I actually didn't write it. So
all biases aside, it is really, really strong.
It's so, so good. And it's going to give you everything that you need to like think about and pay attention to for 2024. If you're in marketing in any shape or form, this is going to like give you like such a good foundation for how you create strategies, for what kind of content you're focused on. We've been scanning all year long, which is not just like something that we've came up with on ourselves. Like our creative director, which is a futurist, she taught us how to scan for signals in the world of digital marketing. And we've combined all of these signals into really strong trends to be watching for in 2024. So you should check it out. You should subscribe to our newsletter, Scan Club, and then also just keep watching our social media because we'll share all about it.
Yeah, shout out to Alyssa, our creative director, and Morgan, our editorial lead, for all of their work on that. I cannot wait to share it. And I think just the last comment on it, I feel like a lot of social reports, and this isn't a criticism, but a lot of social trend reports are very granular in terms of like, this is a trends you should watch on this channel, or trends you should watch about like types of videos or sounds or things like that. But this one I feel like should do the work to help us all zoom out. Less about the channel and more about our audiences and the types of content at large and the way that we're engaging with people on these channels, theoretically. So
this report is for real marketers. So if you think you're a real marketer, you're going to enjoy this. If you're a pretend marketer, you can go, I don't know, there's other trend reports for you, but this one's for real marketers. So you
tap in, real marketers. It's gonna be good.
I think this year, one resolution you and I should have is to share what we really think.
Yeah.
And not be afraid, because a lot of people just like are so diplomatic, and it's, you know.
This show is called Tea for Lunch, after all.
Yeah, we got to share. Yeah, we got to bring the tea.
Got to keep it hot.
Yeah, so.
All right, 2024.
Get ready.
Glow up.
Hot takes is going to be our new baseline.
Speaking of hot takes, the sip.
Let's do it.
None of these are hot takes, but they're interesting. Instagram is testing out enclosed group sharing with Flipside, an alternative profile space just for you and your chosen connections to engage. Instagram also launched customizable Add Yours templates. X has expanded their partnership with Shopify to create new opportunities for merchants. Facebook has added a noise reduction option for Reels. And you can finally upload YouTube videos right from the Studio app. So things be changing on the platforms.
Things be changing. One thing that I'm really proud that I did over the break is that I deleted and deactivated my X account.
Wow. A true act of rebellion.
Yeah, I'm trying to just like have an opinion. Like I don't need it in my life and I'm done. So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, bye X.
Do you have any remorse or do you feel free?
None at all. I feel free as a bird.
As a Twitter bird?
No. Okay, let's get into our first story. The Golden Globes happened that last Sunday and has received some negative feedback, and I'm excited to talk about this. So the backlash mainly comes from the host Joe Coy's jokes that ranged from not funny to offensive. He did do the monologue and was the host, and there were some interesting moments among some of the celebrities present. Mainly, I don't know if you've seen this. I tried to explain it to you, but you weren't really interested. Timothy Chalamet was in attendance Timothy Chalamet was in attendance with his girlfriend Kylie Jenner. Are you familiar?
Yep, I saw them kissing.
Yes, they were kissing, and apparently the tea is Selena Gomez was also there, and so was Taylor Swift. And Selena Gomez went over to Taylor Swift to talk to her. And of course, like there's cameras everywhere. So the camera got them talking, and she was like whispering something to her. And then Taylor Swift was like so shocked. And, you know, people on TikTok did the Lord's work, and they had like the lip reading people see what she said. And she was saying that allegedly, Selena Gomez said she wouldn't let me take a picture with him. And then Taylor Swift's friend was like, with Timothy? And she was like, So that's the tea. But I also feel, sorry, do you want to talk about this?
This stuff's really serious. Yeah, we can talk about it.
I feel like if I were Kylie, I wouldn't let her take a picture either, because Kylie's really good friends with Hailey Bieber. But then also last year, do you know about Eyebrowgate?
I don't know.
Okay, so backstory. Last year, Selena posted a photo of her recently laminated eyebrows. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay, so after that, I think it was Kylie or Hailey they posted a TikTok and it was like LOL of like a really close up of like it was like a screen grab from a FaceTime that they were doing. And it seemed like we were both looking at their eyebrows. And so everyone on Instagram was like, oh my gosh, are they making fun of Selena Gomez? And people started calling them like bullies and stuff like that. And then Selena Gomez put fuel to the fire and she's like, sometimes you just have to rise above the bullies or whatever. She said something like really abstract but kind of direct thing about it, which ignited the Selena Gomez fans. Like they went hard. And then it was so much criticism. Everyone called them mean girls, which is like so like inflated. Anyway, so Kylie, like, of course, that was only a year ago. Like if I were her, I also wouldn't take a picture of her. Like I think Selena Gomez just kind of like runs wild with some of these like comments and things like
Drama
that. And she
seems to
knows what
follow
she's
her.
doing. Yeah, like she's igniting more drama. So I would stay away from that kind of thing.
She's that girl in the friend group growing up who's like, I hate drama. And you just know that.
Yeah, and she quits social media like every 3 weeks
Yeah.
after she like goes on this like comment spree. And she actually is recently taking another break from it. So if you're with me, I appreciate you sticking with it, especially you. Okay, let's also talk about other things that happened at the Golden Globes. Apart from that, the best winner for best film drama category was Oppenheimer. Winner for best film musical was Poor Things, and it beat Barbie, which I don't even know what.
Heard of that.
Yeah, I know. Succession won best TV drama, which I was very happy about.
Bless our friends at Succession.
Our friends at Succession. That was my favorite show of the year. The Bear won best TV series, musical, or comedy, which we love to see. And Barbie won for cinematic and box office achievement, which is a brand new category for the Golden Globes, which
Made just
I
for
feel,
Barbie,
I
so
know,
that
they
won.
literally just did it for Barbie. Like, and if I were them, I would too. Like, Barbie was the biggest
deserved
movie of the
something.
year. Yeah, you got to throw them something. Like, they got people back to the theaters. Like, yeah, I understand why they did it,
Yeah.
and it's like clear.
Yeah.
So that's all my thoughts.
That's all from that. Now, one story I was excited to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
Nike and Tiger Woods have officially ended their 27-year partnership.
Mm-hmm.
I think this could be chalked up as just like, yeah, he's getting old. They wanted to end up. No, let me finish. It could be chalked up as, yeah, he is getting old. Let's just end on a high note. But I think there's a lot more to it. And I think it mostly has to do with Nike. So the more I've been thinking about it, I've also been seeing news about Nike in general. And they are built off of running. That's how it all started.
Mhm.
Phil Knight
It's
was a
true.
runner. He wanted to create a running shoe. And obviously they have a huge presence in basketball because of the Jordan brand and their partnership with Michael Jordan,
And
which
tennis.
is iconic. And of course, they have a presence in tennis and they have a presence in golf. But there's a few factors here. One, they're now getting their butts kicked in running. On running is one big factor. I'm sure there's other ones. I think Hoka One One is one of them. But they're losing in that category. And so I think for Nike right now, it seems to be that they're trying to draw focus more towards running so that they can once again own that category. Basketball, of course, I think it's going to continue to be a factor. But golf for them has also been in the news in general, separate from Tiger Woods, as like losing money for them in that sport in general. So I think, to me, this is them focusing more of their money on the categories that they want to own, and also just like sticking where there's more profit. And then Tiger, of course, I think it's likely similar to what we're seeing with some like soccer athletes right now, is that some of these guys that are iconic, that are getting towards the end of their careers, are making decisions more so just based on how much money they can earn in this kind of like last phase of their time in the limelight. So I feel like with Tiger, he's probably going to go somewhere with a brand or a few brands that are less iconic or less known, but are willing to just give him the bag.
Yeah, I've heard that he's might be creating his own brand within a brand, like do a
Possible.
more of like licensing deal where he's like kind of like Yeezy vibes, where he gets
Or even
like
Tom Brady, he created
Yes.
Brady brand.
totally, yeah. So I think that makes sense. And I also saw that he wasn't like the last few years not wearing Nike shoes because they just can't keep up with the creating like that innovative product for golfers for whatever reason. I
I think
don't
they're
know
just
why.
not motivated to.
Yeah, because there's other brands who are dominating that space. So I don't think it's a dramatic thing.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's an conscious coupling. Conscious uncoupling.
yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, so he hasn't, in his statement, he didn't say specifically what brands he might be involved in the future, but Like you mentioned, he's been seen wearing FootJoy golf shoes since returning to competition. And we'll see what happens next.
Yeah. Good luck, Tiger Woods. Okay, final story. Kim Kardashian's mobile game, Kim Kardashian Hollywood
Mobile game.
Mobile.
I'm just here to troll you
I
today.
know. Kim Kardashian's mobile game, Kim Kardashian Hollywood, was shut down after almost 10 years. The game's developing Glue. Right? Oh my God. The game's developer Glue announced on January 3rd that it had made the decision to sunset the game. The game became unavailable for future download the same day. Shortly after, the app stopped offering in-app purchases and removed from all app stores. And Kim Kardashian shared a statement with TMZ saying she was so grateful from the bottom of my heart to everyone who has loved and played the game. That is such a Kim statement. She says she is now ready to focus her energy into other passions like her billion-dollar business Skims. However, the sudden shutdown has irritated some players who are taking to social media to share their empires that they grew in the game for almost 10 years, which that's an interesting thing to talk about publicly. Some claim they've spent thousands of dollars on the game and they feel betrayed.
That's a serious investment.
Mm-hmm. But
that's
yeah.
like almost as much as I've spent on Candy Crush.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Some people probably have.
Yeah. This is, whatever. Like, I feel like Kim's brand is so beyond this game. So
I didn't even know this game existed.
I knew this game existed because I remember in the Snapchat days, Kim would talk about it. And this game actually helped her buy a house.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I'm happy that it served its purpose.
It's something.
And we, as a society have gained a lot from Kim's house in terms of like content we've enjoyed in the holiday parties they've thrown. You're looking at me like, what are you talking about? So,
we've gained a lot from Kim's house.
It served its purpose. Yeah. Like,
wow.
Getting a peek into like their home. Their home is so beautiful. It was an Architectural Digest. It's like that
gave us a lot.
It's like hosted their like annual Christmas party. Like the game served its purpose.
All right.
Moving on. Those are the top stories that you needed to know. Thank you for joining us.
Now that we've wet your palate, go eat something more substantial.
Cheers.